Hello and welcome to Synthetic. This game is a fucker's game, as a certain man might say. If you're here for a good time, a nice relaxing game to play, you might be in the wrong place, son. Because this is a man's game of strife, pain, rage, one that consumes your very soul itself. Before we really get in and start going nuts to butts in this game, I need to explain how it works. Now, this game has 4 class archetypes: Guardian, Rogue, and Commando, and Specialist. I'm not going to go in depth into each class because that would take too long, and I haven't played enough of Rogue or Commando to really give an accurate assessment here. But just know that the Guardian is generally more tanky, the Rogue is generally for more single target and accuracy oriented gameplay. Oh yeah, there's Commando too. And the Specialist is for autists like me. Now throughout the game you'll find some items. Now these items can be completely useless, completely amazing, or literal detriments to you. You also find various weapons as you play the game. These weapons can be amazing base weapons, they can be horrible base weapons, but you can upgrade these weapons with the use of certain items. The large majority of these weapons can also be found in one of 23 different variants, which affects how it operates. So there's really a lot of variety you can have in every run. Now one of my favorite mechanics in this game is the reload. Generally, when you reload in a game, you just press a button, right? It's just one button, you're done. It's not very fun or engaging. However, in Synthetic, you first have to eject the magazine, which you can do by pressing space or R, I believe. And then you press space again and you have to reload it, but in order to reload it quickly, you have to hit the sweet spot. This sweet spot, if you hit it, instantly reloads the magazine, and also gives you a fire rate and damage increase. Missing, of course, means you don't get this buff, and you have to wait for the entire bar to be filled before it's reloaded. And if you're using a certain difficulty modifier, called haste, then there will be a secondary, even smaller rectangle that, if hit, will substantially increase the effect of the buff from your next active reload, and give you that dopamine rush you've been craving. Alright, enough of the boring stuff, let's get into the gameplay. So the first run we're going to talk about here was one of okay luck, but it was completely ruined by boomer reflexes and a bad brain. So on this run, in the first weapons crate, I managed to find a Hunter variant fire cannon. So what Hunter variant means is that it has more damage and it's more accurate, however I lose fire rate and magazine size, but since I'm using a fire cannon, those two didn't matter in the first place, so it really has no downside. After a few more floors, I managed to come across a Kaida Elite AMD 65. So the Elite variant has much higher headshot damage, but when moving, your accuracy will be much lower. So you have to make sure not to move too much while shooting, or else you will miss every single shot and probably die. But the proof is in the pudding, so here's a compilation of this build at work. So after seeing that display of gamer skill, you might be wondering, how did the run end? It must have ended, with me killing the final boss. Well, let's take a look. Did you see what happened there? Let's get an instant replay on that one. Yes, what you just witnessed was me walking under a tank in an attempt to hide and getting flattened. I am truly a man of many talents. Of course, after that happened, I was completely calm and rage-free. This game is unforgiving. Please learn from my mistakes and don't throw yourself before a tank. Unless you're into that, then I mean it's up to you. Free country and all. Kind of. So after that run, I took a short 10-year break. Now, I had initially decided that I would be being the final boss in this video, and although I've done it once before, it was before I decided to make this, and also before the big ultimate update, and it seems the game's gotten significantly harder since then. Much like a level 30 Alliance member in Stranglethorn Vale, I was not prepared for what I got into, but I still pushed forward once more unto the breach. Now, you might be wondering after seeing that, is this guy just bad at this game? Well, the answer to that is a resounding yes. But because I didn't get to the end of the game within this video, it gives you reason to purchase the game and, go see it yourself. I only showed a fraction of the items and weapons you can get. I also didn't show any of the story elements or anything of that sort, so there's still a lot of things for you to find if you decide to pick it up. I would highly recommend it, by the way. This game is a solid 8 to 9 out of 10 for me. It was made by only 2 guys, and it's only $20 on Steam. You might also notice I didn't go over each run in depth like I did for the first one. That's because that was a boring and trash format that I decided against halfway in production. Now, I'm gonna be honest here, I felt like this video was actual trash, but if you don't think it was, or if you think it was, any ideas on how I could improve this format and my video making in general, please leave a comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll be seeing y'all next time, because I do plan on making another video within the next week or two, so stick around. Thank you.